masses? Welcome back to One Name Sports. And today, with the group stage of the Euro 2021 just ended, we're going to get into our knockout round preview and look into how some of these matchups have played out. Just a little reaction as well to some of the performances we saw in the group stage and predict a winner. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, starting off, looking at the bracket, we can see definitely there's a very much stronger north side and a weaker south side. We're going to start with the north side first. And the first matchup we're looking at is Belgium versus Portugal. We have KDB and Lukaku taking on Ronaldo and co. Belgium were strong during the group stage. I mean, it was a fairly straightforward group. With them, I think they were trying to integrate some of the players that were injured, using their squad a lot, which is something I love to see. They were able to pretty comfortably win each of their games. They brought KDB in the second game in order to turn the tide there. Lukaku has been great. Hazard has looked the best he's looked in past 2 years, I will say. So just a very comfortable run for them. Portugal, on the other hand, started really strong with their first game against Hungary. It took them a little while in order to get those goals, but Ronaldo shows his class, got a couple penalty goals. I think he's now the leading goal scorer in the competition, and he tied Ali Day as well for the overall men's international record. But after that, Semedo disaster class against Germany, and then the last game, which was the 2-2 draw with France, which was very exciting to watch as well. But they're all over the place. They still haven't found their footing. I thought Ruben Diaz was going to come in and be a little bit more stronger. They were going to be stronger defensively, but that's not the case. I don't know what to expect from them in this game, but I expect Belgium to go through. So I have them moving forward in that matchup. The next one is Italy versus Austria. Italians have surprised me. You know what I mean? I first time they've scored 3 goals in a competition, and they did it twice. So that goes to say they're surprising themselves as well. Haven't conceded yet. Italian defenses are notoriously strong. Austria has been up and down, so I expect them to get trounced. Now it's going to be a Belgium-Italy matchup, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But I can already just say I'm leaning more towards Belgium to go through from there. The next matchup is France v Switzerland. Now this is a good one as well. I think France has been stop-start so far. They haven't really found the gears, and I've watched all their matches. It's really just like some of the details that are just not linking up. Like some of the plays and the individual displays are really good, but just it's like a team that's playing together for the first time, which isn't the case. But I also look back at some of the highlights from 2016, and the missing cog in the system is actually Dimitri Payet, which was that creative, two-footed, good deliverer of the ball. A lot of the creativity that they're looking for from midfield is trying to come from Pogba, which is all well and good, but something's missing. Something's missing. I can tell you as a Man U fan that Pogba ain't enough in the midfield. So I'll just leave that there. They should have enough, though, to take care of Switzerland and move on to the next round. The last matchup on the north side is Croatia versus Spain. Spain seemed to have found their footing in that last game, that 5-0 beating of Slovakia. But I'm still not convinced, really. I'm not convinced of Croatia either. Modric, again, keeping that team afloat. I thought they had a little bit more experience in one of the stronger midfields in the world, but got proven wrong with that. Spain should find a way to win, but Croatia proved in the last World Cup that they can, make it to that next level and find ways to win. Modric is older, though, so I don't know if he has it in him. But it should be a nice matchup with France and Spain in that quarterfinal matchup. And then I have France going through to face Belgium in the semis. So that's it for the north side. I'm going to move on to the south side of the bracket. All right, the first matchup on the south side, we have Sweden. My biggest surprise so far, I'd say, other than Italy, and versus Ukraine. Ukraine, they found a way in order to make it through the next round. But I think Sweden, as I didn't realize how deep their team is. They have, 2.5 strikers. Isaac, that's my baller. They have Forsberg in the midfield with a couple of older dudes. And they have Lindelof back there. So, they have star power in all three phases of the team. Their key players in bad, so I can see them taking care of business. Ukraine, up and down, as I said. So I have a Sweden moving on there. Can't imagine how much better they would have been with Zlatan in the system. It'd have been wild. But let's move on from there. The next matchup is the biggest one to me on the south side, and that's going to be England versus Germany. Listen, man, England are just, to me, they're not it. Like, bunch of talent. They have players that have only started or barely played in their squad that can literally start for every other team in this tournament. So they loaded up on talent, but it's always the manager for me. Very similar situation to Man U. So I don't know. I don't see them doing much. Germany, I won't say Germany found their feet, but they're definitely better managed than England. So I have Germany going through. I think it'll be a close game, unless there is some surprise and England, play to their talent level. They haven't. I don't think in my lifetime I've never seen an England team that played to their potential. But it's the thing. Like, there's so much potential in the squad that if they ever figure it out, they're gonna knock off 3 or 4 major tournaments, similar to how Spain did. I don't think it's going to be starting this year, but hey, surprise me. So I have Germany, Sweden matchup for the quarters, and I have Germany going through to the semis there. Now, on the latter end of it, to me, the weakest part. Firstly, we have Holland versus Czech Republic. Other than that first game where Czech Republic took care of Scotland, they haven't really been good. Holland has surprised me. I think they're overachieving a bit. They're a good team, but I don't know. Like, there's something about Holland that just seems hollow. So I don't think they're a real deal. But I do have them taking care of the Czech Republic. And in the next matchup, they'll be facing Wales. For me, it's a joke, but Wales seem to just have that team. I don't know how to put it, but it should be a great match versus Denmark. Denmark seems to have that emotional push that's kind of driving them to the next level with the unfortunate events that happened to Eriksson. But I think Wales should be able to take care of business. They have a little bit more quality, but it wouldn't surprise me either way. My pick personally is Wales, so I have Wales taking on Netherlands. And I want to see, because this side of the bracket is not really my favorite. I know Holland is a stronger team and they have more qualities, but I'd love to see Wales in the semis, so I'll pick them. So we'll have Wales versus Germany in this side of the semis. Now, overall, so we have north side, it's going to be Belgium, France. South side, we're going to have Germany, Wales. Germany's moving on. And up top, listen, you can flip a coin. The last semis, to me, it took an Umtiti header in the World Cup to separate them. And it might take some ugly ball like that again. I feel like, though, Belgium knows that this golden generation that they got, they're running out of time. And with France kind of, this is the best time to capitalize. And I think KDB now being the talisman along with Lukaku, which is, they're at the zenith of their powers right now. I feel like they'll take it. So I have Belgium versus Germany in the final and Belgium to win it. That's how I would want to see it, especially for Lukaku. Lukaku's Mabala. Man U, to this day, you can see it in my previous videos. I think Man U did him dirty. And he's proven that, he's a phenomenal talent. So go on, mute. Go on when to give them. And hopefully you'll be able to, take that first trophy back to Belgium. But, these are my picks. Let me know how you think the tournament is going to work out. I know I have some French team lovers that, I'm going to pick France to go through. And I have some Germany friends too. I don't know how you like Germany, but winners is winners, and they're going to pick them to go through. But it's really between those three teams for me. It's Belgium, France, or Germany. So let's see how it plays out. Drop your comment in the comment section below. I'll definitely be responding to that. Let me know if you think Ronaldo is going to finish as the top scorer for the tournament, and who's had the best player, like not known, but who's the best player you've seen coming out of this tournament. You're like, yo, he's ready for a big move. Drop it in the comment section below. And also, please, again, follow me on the One Name IG page. That's just One Name Sports. You can search it up in IG. And again, thanks for your support. Please like, subscribe, share it in your WhatsApp, share it on Facebook. Send it over IG. And thanks again. Peace.